Hi everyone, Bri here of Bri's Creations, excited to show you my latest build for the Get to Work expansion for Sims 4. I wanted to do a video because the build really has a lot of animation and static images don't do it justice. My build is called Vivid Art Gallery and it was inspired by the Barneveld Nord train station, a real-world design by NL Architects. I wanted to preserve the essence of their structure, so I added a third level that is mostly glass that corresponds to that first level. I was really excited by the prospect of designing a retail business for the Get to Work expansion, and I wanted it to be a home business. When I heard that we weren't going to be able to run home businesses, I was bitterly disappointed, but it turns out once they released the expansion pack that people figured out that you could do it, so that is how I finished this design. The first floor is the art gallery. There's a photo studio on the second floor, but the second floor and third floor are by and large living areas. You can see that I went for a lot of pops of color, dramatic water features. I always have to do that. I made use of the new Get to Work objects in some novel ways, and I also made use of debug objects that I wouldn't normally include in a build because they didn't used to transfer to the gallery, but now they do, which is really wonderful. So you'll see I worked a lot with the crystals. So let's start moving to take a look at the interior now. So as we head inside, you can see I used the new Get to Work signs to try to entice customers to the lot. This is where they would enter. One of my key selling points is that all of the photos and paintings that you will see in here were taken by my Sims in-game, and they're unique. I focused on taking images either of lights or animated objects or light up signs. You'll see a lot of the images are actually of the projections from the Laser Light Show object, which some of you may have. It's a promo item. It does all kinds of cool little deals. I also took pictures of crystals, of designs I've done on houses, of some lighting designs, and then more of that laser light projection. It was just so much fun to work with because it swirls these colors in all different ways. You kind of never know. Some of the musical signs were fun to take pictures of or paint. And now we'll head on out. Just show you briefly the water feature out here. Unfortunately, my Fraps was having trouble really rendering all those sprinklers. It looks a lot smoother in game, but I had fun designing that with the crystals. And just a nice outside area for your customers to go relax after they've purchased lots and lots from your store. And then the other structure on this level is a public bathroom, which we're heading to now. I've got these mirrors on either side. Sometimes it confuses me as to where the doors are. Okay, so here it is. What I was going for here was kind of almost a split screen effect or mirror image structurally. And then I had fun with that new Get to Work mirror because it actually mirrors itself in the negative, which is kind of cool. And then a couple of little private toilet stalls there. And so that is the bathroom, and come on out. There's crystal deals on either side, but I just got confused myself with that mirror. I always do. And we can head on upstairs to see the second level. Okay, so moving up to the second level, when we turn left from the landing, there's an area I've designed for the artists to come and work. I deliberately chose those rugs because it looked like paint had splashed everywhere, which I thought was appropriate. And the Sims will have a great view to do their paintings, and other Sims can come and have a seat, have a drink, and watch them at work. And I've got, some clutter in here that I hope resembles an artistic space. Coming out of that area, we can head over to this lounge. It's adjacent to the photo studio, so Sims can come over here, relax a bit before their photo shoot. I've got a vanity area where they can primp and prep for the shoot, a dresser where they can get into the right clothes, and just showing you that yellow sculpture that I did, again trying to play with different shapes. Here's the photo studio itself. Again, all of the photos that you see in here were taken by my Sims, and actually of my Sims, and kind of sticking to that Neon Nights theme in most of the photos, using the laser light effects behind the Sims and some of them. So it's a nice little area to take the photos. Other Sims can watch, relax, read a magazine, what have you. If we exit the photo studio, head back the way we came, there's a couple of doors. The one on the left leads to a bedroom designed for adults. I was playing with a red and black theme in here, enjoying the new Get to Work blinds and how they correspond to the new floor coverings you see. Gave it a closet, you know, dresser, mirror, little bookshelf, little office space. And again, just playing with bold colors and structure. The second door leads to a second bedroom. This one designed for kids, really more with teens in mind, but it could function for both. Sticking to the same red, blue, black theme. Strong lines, sculptural. Has the desk area, the closet, and a dresser space as well. And I really like the way those two rooms turned out. I think they're fun. A lot of primary colors. Heading down the hallway, we'll come to the main bathroom for this level. I wanted to make this a special space. I stuck to the same color theme for the most part. I just really wanted to highlight that tub area with the structure around it and the lighting. And then just do kind of a fun shower and sink area as well. And heading down the hallway a little bit further, we come to a little open gym area. And now we're going into my favorite room on the level, which is the expansive master suite. I really had some fun in here doing some sculpture with the objects to make kind of a unique TV space there. The sitting area with the bookshelf, again kind of split in half. A large walk-in closet, cool little desk area. But my favorite part of the room is the fireplace that you're about to see. I was really inspired by Crazy Matt Sims, who has a crystal fireplace in his Amsterdam modern room, and I just wanted to animate mine. I actually used orange sprinklers, orange, yellow, and red sprinklers to do that. I just think it makes a cool modern fireplace and a neat effect. We're going to head on over to the bathroom, the master bathroom. Tried to make a little change here, introducing some yellow instead of sticking to the red and black all the way through. Still stuck to the turquoise though, and definitely the black. Just again going for a modern space and an attractive space. So that pretty much does it for this level. We're gonna head on back through the master bedroom and zip on out down the hallway. And another look at that sculpture down there if you missed it earlier. So with the third level, I was switching back to the cool tones again, the blues and the purples, to kind of correspond to that first level. That clock up there is a nod to the original Barneveld Nord building that had an exterior clock. This is the living space. Focus on that crystal there. Had fun playing with those coffee tables, did different height extensions of them. And the mirrored area around the fireplace. I have to throw mirrors in where I can, where it makes sense. It's kind of one of my things. But yeah, you can see how I adjusted the height on those coffee tables to kind of give them a neat, unique look. Proceeding down the hallway a bit, there's that bookshelf. It's adjacent to this kind of funky sitting area that I did. Not exactly, I suppose, a relaxing lounge, but a fun lounge. And that's because it's situated right next to two bar areas. There's a bar area on each side of the building so that Sims can sit and have great views of either side. And they're right next to their drinks so they can easily get them. And a little further down we have the kitchen area. It's again split on the two sides of the building. I've got the refrigerator and sink on this side. I've got a counter with the hanging utensils that bridges the two sides. And if we go to the other side, we'll see the cooking area. Then we head over to the dining area. Again, I was really having some fun in this area. Introduced some orange just because I loved how the orange glowed in that painting, so I wanted to also add the crystal that way. I've got that galaxy light show, which is fun. Some high cabinetry. This level is really tall and I wanted to embrace that, and so I've got stuff at higher heights to kind of balance it. And it looks like daytime already. I think my sim went to sleep or something. I think the time is zipping by right now. This is the bathroom for this level, and I just wanted to show you different colors but a very similar design, splitting the two sinks with sculpture, and this one has a shower and a toilet as well. And we'll just pop up now to give you kind of the overhead view of the entire property. So I just thought I'd show you kind of the whole property from the top, and then zoom in a little bit to show you how it's all laid out. This is the top level, which has the living, lounging, bars, kitchen, and dining, as well as that funky bathroom. And then if we go ahead and pop down a level, the second level, that's the one with the photo studio, painting section, 2 bedrooms, and along with the master bedroom, bath, and the gym. And then, oops, I need to have my sim eat her breakfast, because in a little bit I'm going to show you guys the actual retail activity with this lot. Okay, and then this bottom level is the art gallery itself, how it's laid out. A closer look at that bathroom as well. And so then I wanted to show you guys how it works, setting this thing up as an actual art gallery, functioning with customers. So what I've got to do is have my sim come on over. I want her to show the prices, show everything that's for sale here, so you can toggle that on. Now I want her to do some advertising. It seems to be really effective. I play tested this once before this video, and I got so many customers in here. And I also I want to hire some help, because I tell you what, you need the help. Not the greatest options. I had better options the last time I play tested this. Nobody's that great at selling, but I'll just pick the one who is the best, apparently, and hire her. And then all that's left to do is to open the store and get some customers in. So I'm opening the store right now. It can take a while before your customers actually show up, and you also have to wait for your employee to come on in. But I fast forwarded to where we get our first customer, and it's a little kid. And I'm like, why isn't that kid in school? Is that kid really going to buy some pricey piece of art? Of course, the photos aren't that pricey. And so what I've been able to ascertain from playing so far, which I don't usually play this game per se, I build, but when you're running the retail, you need to greet your customers and then try to answer their questions and just keep talking with them. And you'll see they'll get blue bars above their heads that will slowly fill as you deal with them, and it seems like when it gets to the top that's when they're ready to buy. So I have my employee set to answer their questions, and then I'm just like working in here, greeting people as fast as I can, get to them, but it's not always that easy. They trot off into the gallery, and I'm not sure if who I talked to and who I didn't. There comes another one. Once they start showing up, they really start showing up. So you have to keep on top of it. I think it would be helpful to have more family members on the lot with you. I only brought this one particular sim onto the lot, but if I had more people, and then obviously the ability to hire more employees, which I assume I don't have because I, haven't developed the perks or whatever it is to hire more of them. So my sim is just greeting people left and right, and trying to answer their questions. They're roaming around looking at stuff. And so what I found myself doing after a while was, if I saw someone's blue bar getting kind of close to full, then I would focus on that person in particular, and make sure that I could try to bump that up to the top. But still, I don't want to ignore the other people. So I think you can really make some good money in this gallery, and given how pricey it is, it really is. You might want to sit down because it's over $500,000 to purchase this baby. It's definitely not a starter business. But given that, I think you could definitely make some money off of it if you have enough employees, and can apply yourself. But I was just amazed. So I'm doing all of this, and the next thing I know, you guys will see, it's like evening, it's getting to be time to close the store. And it's almost as stressful as a real job trying to keep up with everything. Now I see a guy that I'm pretty close to closing the deal with, so I'm trying to focus on him. There's a few people now the blue bars that are getting ready. And I'm not sure if my employee is really doing anything useful because she's just standing there, but I don't have time to scold her, and I'm not sure if it would be helpful or not at this point. I really would have to play a lot more with the system to learn the ins and outs of it, and chances are that's not going to happen. I'm going to be moving on to my next build. I keep telling myself someday I will really play the game when there's, you know, more content and so forth. One thing I am definitely waiting for is more of a fleshed out story progression. I just can't bear to play my Sims in a world where the other Sims aren't you know, making progress through their careers and getting married and having kids on their own. I like to play in a neighborhood where my kids meet other kids and they kind of develop their stories and their friendships, and you know, as they grow up their friends get married and have kids too, and it just wouldn't feel right without that aspect to it. So I'm kind of holding on. Looks like I'm really close to making a sale there. I just need to focus on the right guy. So talk to him. Talk to the guy with his bar that's almost full. Anyway, so yeah, when they get story progression in and some more active content, that's what I tell myself anyway, that I'll start playing the game. But I guess it's time to admit that for me, building is playing the game. And you know, it's one of the great things about this game is that you can quote play it in so many ways. Oh, I'm looking for my guy that had his blue bar nearly full. I lost him. Oh, I think that's him, and he is ready. I can see that I can ring up the sale, so I not need to trot over here and do this. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of time. You'll see it takes a lot of time to actually ring up these sales. Seems to take too much time in this game to do basic activities as it is. I wish it was a little faster. I've noticed, I don't know if it was this way from the beginning, but I've noticed like when they're eating, I mean, I like it when they're all sitting down together. I love that. I love the better socialization in this one than The Sims 3 had. But by the same token, like when she's just eating by herself and it's taking her forever, I wish we had an option maybe to speed up some of those elements. And so here she's ringing him up. He looks pretty happy. He looks like he actually wants to hit on her. But should this really take, you know, so long to complete? There's another guy that I need to ring up. So I hurry with this first guy. Come on. Oh, and him too. It looks like the game will give you notifications when they're ready to ring up, but I was also just checking like if somebody who had a blue bar no longer has a blue bar, it's also a tip off. So finally I've made the sale, and he grabbed the painting, and so now that painting is out of stock. Now it's pretty cool because you can just replace it. Anything that goes out of stock you can replace, and it will pop essentially the same one, so it has a memory of what was there. You don't have to repaint it or something. But by the same token, I don't know if the new one is priced the same. I didn't check that. But the other thing about it is to actually do the restocking, it takes a really long time too. So what I think I would do or advise people is it's pretty easy to make copies of photos and paintings. So if there are some that you want to just have on hand, you could make copies, have them in your Sims inventory, and then I think it'd be as simple as just, you know, like go into build mode and remove that restock thing, and then just plop your actual painting back on that spot. So it's getting late, time to close up the shop. If you're interested in the gallery, you can find it in the game gallery. Look for my hashtag Bryce Creations or the name Vivid Art Gallery. I'll also have information in the details of this video. Thanks for watching.